Good Day Collective. One of my favorite songs is by the artist Nas. It's called Heaven. And pretty much it's about if heaven is a mile away, what would you do? How would you act? Like if you knew the promised land was right there in front of you. And if you knew that God or the angels are right in front of you, would you change? Would you care? Ask yourself that question. Because I ask myself that question every day. I ask myself that question every moment because I am wholly convinced that the Most High God is with me every waking moment, as well as the angels, as well as my spiritual team. I have no doubt in my mind. As I've said before, I have more awareness of their presence than I do a lot of times than people here. And that's because I'm an agent of the Most High God. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. Today's word is, don't mess with me. I'm an agent of the Most High God. Now, some of y'all are who, first timers. If you're first timer, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. For y'all who rock with me, vibing out, talking, much love, peace, and prosperity. Thank you for coming back and sharing your energy on the celestial kingdom frequency. But, I just want to start by saying in no way, shape, or form am I saying that I am better than anybody, that I know everything. I'm not saying that at all. And nor will I ever say that. I'm saying that I am different, though. That I can say with certainty. I've shared in other messages about my experiences and how I'm intuitive. And believe it or not, there are certain people, especially now. Now is a very special time for the ascension. Some call them star seeds, some call them chosen, some call them light workers, earth angels. They're not what people would say. Like a lot of people call everyone that has any kind of intuitive or energetic abilities, call them witches, or warlocks or whatever. No. Quite the contrary. The earth angels, the light workers, the star seeds, the chosen. We work for the Most High God very proudly. And trust me when I tell you, during the very dark times that we have just went through, we have had to very painstakingly show our loyalty to God. We've had to show that no matter what happens, no matter how bad it gets, that we would maintain our integrity, that we would keep our loyalty, that we would stay true, that we would still love unconditionally everyone around us, even though protecting ourselves and protecting God. And it was not easy, y'all. Not at all. When you are walking in Christ consciousness, it can be very lonely because the more that you shine, the more you are like a mirror for people to look at what they're doing or what they're not doing in their lives. And, that doesn't always have a positive reception, If you had a mirror in front of you, and there was no mask or things that you didn't want other people to know, how would you take it? And I do want people to know that, though, because a lot of times I do think people sometimes when I'm doing different things, they question my motive, they question why I might be interested, they question why I'm involved, they question why I'm speaking on it. But something just to share with you, just so you get to know me, is I don't speak on anything and I don't act on anything unless God tells me to do it. My intuition. Before I go in a building, I pray. When I leave a building, I pray. Before I make a decision, I pray. Before I pray that And whenever I intend for something, for a certain result, I always say God willing, because I can pray for someone, but it always has to be God willing, to that situation, because I don't have the full picture and breadth of what that person has done. I don't have an inside look at what's in them, as them being a sovereign being. All I can go off of is what I know. But I never wish ill on anybody, y'all. Even people who move against me. And that's who this message really, is addressing. Throughout my life, I've had so many people, come at me because they think that I'm out for power. They think I want to control situations. They think I'm trying to assert my dominance and control, because that is the way of the world. They see me moving, but they don't understand the intent. Whenever I'm moving, whether it's changing a law or creating a program or speaking on a matter or speaking out against something or providing clarity or, any kind of pivot, any kind of movement, any kind of silence that I'm doing is very, very intentional and informed. Very intentional and informed, and coming from a place of truth. And so, if anyone is moving to stop progress that I am moving forward, let's say legislation or a model, we'll use that as an example, and it really is an attempt to just control it for the sake of control, to stand in the way of progress, very karmic-y type activity, I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to call them out, and I won't. Not unless God tells me to. I guess there's a time and a place for everything, y'all. Nothing is right size. Nothing's cookie cutter. I only do what I'm being instructed to do with my divine wisdom, my God connection. But I know. You know how many people, y'all, try to hurt me, steal models from me, literally, physically steal from me, slander me, bad mouth me, talk about me, try to push me to the side and act like they're doing my stuff. And I maintain my composure as the regal, divine being that I am. And I know, because I am an agent of the Most High God, I have literally not to lift one finger. Karma will do the work. I don't have to do anything. I don't wish any bad on anyone. In fact, I literally grieve, y'all, when I see karma hitting people that have moved against me. Because when you work for the Most High God, and God can see not only what they're doing that you can't see, but God knows their heart, and God knows everything, how they're feeling, what they're doing, their thoughts, everything. And you're moving against one of his chosen that he's put here to work miracles, to shine a light, to uplift the collective, to help people, or they're just kind-hearted, well-meaning, intentional, pure people, you're gonna get moved on. That's why you have to be careful how you treat people generally. People, not just me, people. Because you never know who has been tapped by the Most High God. Now, we all have the divine light in us. Make no mistake of that. The goal is so that each one of us are so in alignment with the Most High God that we all work for God. Because we all work for ourselves. Because we are the collective. We are all from one God. Right? But for right now, while we're still in this phase, there are God's agents and angels and all kinds of entities that are working at the behest of God to lift the frequency of this earth for the greater good, so that we can be the best versions of ourselves. So, I just clarify, because I really want to know. I really want people to know my heart, and that anything I'm doing, it is with well intention, and it isn't out of judgmental righteousness. Let's clarify that too. I'm not ever going to try to inflict my will on others because I think they're wrong. Understand? I love y'all.